Hi there guys, it is a very nice and sunny morning here in Chiang Mai, and it's a very exciting day as well. This little baby of mine decided to take a dive because I was a bit stupid a few days ago when I went out on kayaking, and I was on a 4 days trip camping kayaking in Mae Peng National Park in Thailand, and I always bring this one along, but this particular time, well, I just grew too self-confident. We have a saying in skydiving that the most accidents, they happens when you're doing between 500 and 1000 jumps. Reason being that up to about 500 jumps, you are very cautious, you pay attention to details, you are very safety minded, and because you're new, you're always nervous that you will do it wrong. But once you passes that little threshold of being nervous and you start obtaining a lot of routine, then things change. It has a tendency anyway to change. And that's why in skydiving that most accidents, they happens between 500 and 1000, because at that point you start taking a lot of the things that you should not be taking for granted. You take it for granted, and boom, you got the issues coming in. Drone piloting, I'd say same thing. I've been flying this for quite a few hours as it is. I've had it for almost a half a year, and I started growing confident in terms of flying with it, with the remote controller. I started getting used to catch it when I was out on a kayak and I was drifting around, and hand launching and hand landing was no problem. On my kayak though, I do have this solar panel that I use to charge all my equipment as I'm kayaking. There's no reason not to harness that energy while I'm out there in the baking sun as it is anyway. And I started to use this little baby here on the solar panel as a takeoff launching platform. And I've done that a lot of times, so much so that I start forgetting that there might be an issue if the kayak is drifting. And so there were this time.
There's nothing.
Now I was lucky that this one, not only were I drifting ashore so that the kayak was at relatively shallow water, it only fell down on 2 meters of water, but secondly, I was able to recover it relatively fast. I don't think it was submerged for more than about 5 minutes. And thirdly, which I hope is going to play an important role in what I'm going to do now, the water was very clean. Now I have not done anything to this drone as it is right now. I have no idea if it turns on. I put on a new battery on it, and as you can see, that one lights up. The battery that was on the drone initially, it has ceased. I mean, it does not turn on. I cannot charge it. I cannot do anything. So at least I lost one battery. What I did with this one was I took it off, the battery obviously, and shaked it for all the water that I immediately could get out of the drone, and then I mounted bottoms up on my kayak, in the front of the kayak where there would be no splashes. And then the rest of the day of the kayak trip, it was just mounted there in direct sunlight to have all the water vaporize. The following day, which was yesterday, so it's about 48 hours ago since this one got baptized, but yesterday same thing. It was just lying out in the sun this way. I put it up the other way around, so we got the yellow up, top up, and it was lying there all around. So now this is the big moment. This is a moment where we're going to find out, and I'm going to share it with you, whether my little drone here has gone. So without further ado, let's get it. It makes sounds. Everything seems good so far. Boom! Your motion's out. All right. see if I can connect with it. Okay, just my luck. No batteries on the phone. But I suppose I can fly it on the remote controller, and it is connected. You can see the green light there. So I will not be able to film. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't take off of this anyway. Let's get it wired up. Yes, it turns on. Sounds right. Damn. Yeehaw! This one was at 2 meters depth for 5 minutes. And it seems to have no problem whatsoever. 48 hours ago. Backwards, forwards, rotation. Man, am I happy. That was impressive. I'll be with you in a second. I gotta recharge my phone. I gotta find out if the camera is okay too. But the drone seems to fly absolutely perfectly alright on the controls. Give me a second. Alright, got my phone charged. Let's see what this says. Still turns on, right? No missed sounds or anything. Interesting. I seem to detect a little bit of moist coming out of. I don't know if you can see it there, guys, but seems to have a little bit of moist coming out of my drone there. A little bit of moist there. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Now we should be ready to take off again. Take off by the app. Yes, I'm sure I'm gonna take off. We're gone. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Record. We are recording right now. Oh. I know I have a bird somewhere making noises on my drone does. I think it is a bird. Okay, and let's get it further out, let's get it to the right, let's get it around to see us. There we are. Okay, let's try some of the advanced features here. If it does tracking mode, let's track ourselves here. There I am. Go, and I'll just walk. Every single function seems to work on the drone. Camera quality, that is obviously for post-production to verify. Sorry, I forgot my microphone was close to my camera because I was not planning on this to work. I forgot that. Man, that is good. Obstacle avoidance, let's see if it works. Yeah, it was itself that did it. Man, am I happy. Man, am I happy. So there you have it, guys. I've just proven that, at least for now, the drone is working. I spoke to somebody who said that I was supposed to submerge it in as high percentage of alcohol as possible to clean it out, because there might be minerals and all the sort of contaminants in the water. The water I was using for drinking as I was out on that trip, so I was lucky it was very clean, it was fresh water. But this has been submerged at 2 meters of water and for about 5 minutes, and it's flying as if there is no problem. I think the video feed is good, but I have to go take a look at that a little later. Now, my friend who's a little bit more into the electronic, he does warn me. He says that there is a high risk that whatever contaminants the water had in form of minerals that the electronics in the drone does not like might in time cause issues that might make the drone unreliable. And obviously that makes me more nervous than I normally would be with a drone. So if I was tempted to use this in close proximity of other people, I might be more hesitant in the future of doing so. It has been a bit unreliable as it is already if you're not calibrating it. I suppose I just made a giant leap on those 500 jumps above 500 for the skydiving. Because I won't be doing the same thing again, that's for sure. And I am very pleased that I started out with the Spark drone, because it's just pure luck, I suppose, that it worked at all. Anyway, guys, this is not a kind of a test that you go out to and plan to make. But when the opportunity arises, unfortunately or fortunately, given the result here, I wanted to share it with you, because everybody, I guess, they wonder what would happen if you fly over water and you drop it.